Well, hello on today's live holistic call. This is December 2017. It's Christmas time. Hello, I'm ChriSOULa, the Golden Muse. And on today's holistic call, I am joined by Ritchie. Hello, Sue.
Hello.
Susan Brookes. Hi, Susan. And Constance Schaap from the Netherlands. Hello, Constance. Yay. A few other ladies and gentlemen would have liked to join us, but I appreciate they send their apologies. It is this very busy time of the year and they couldn't make it, but some of them will come to the actual celebration we host on Thursday the 14th of December, honoring Soul Connections 2017. Constance was part of it last year. She was here in the UK. You may see her in some of the photos I am sharing on Facebook. And Sue and Susan will be joining us on Thursday too. So, yay! I'm looking forward to it. Yes. Well, this is the last call of this year, 2017. Our holistic calls we carry on will continue in the new year. They happen every second Monday of the month. And I've got some other ideas that I would like to share that probably will be good with what the project. I haven't shared anything about the project yet, but with this wonderful project I'm going to share with you in a moment, it will be good to have the opportunity to connect a little bit more often. So I will share what the project is, because I'm very excited. You have been part of my journey as a presenter and producer of the Health and Healing Show over the last 7 years. Ritchie and Susan Brookes have been on my show. Actually, I'm really grateful because Susan introduced me to Ritchie, and that has developed into a fabulous friendship. We have collaborated on many events together. Ritchie has been part of lots of my events, part of the holistic calls, and she has become a good friend. So she's a colleague, but also a good friend. So Susan, thank you so much for doing that. It's because this call is about honoring soul connections, and I believe that we are on each other's path for a good reason. We somehow were connected a few years ago, and we're still connected. So there's still more to come out of this wonderful relationship between us. And Constance, I would like to say thank you for being on the calls. You have been part of this course for quite a long time now, very dedicated as well. And you are actually, we are connecting through heart intelligence, the heart IQ training we received a few years ago in the Netherlands. And since then, we have become really good friends as well. So I'm really grateful, really grateful. Constance is also receiving training from me to become a Calomir's practitioner. So things are evolving in her sort of life in that direction too. Okay, so what's the big thing? I'm going to give you the chance for you to say a few things because I would like you to. This is a chance for us to connect online and share what our gifts, our shifts, our seeds, the seed that we have sown this year. Because in numerology terms, according to numerology, 2017 is a year one. So it's all about new beginnings. So creating, this really solid foundation to get, into the new 9-year cycle. Okay. So next year will be a year 2. 2 years all about collaboration, about togetherness, about working together, about bringing more of that duality, like together is better kind of energy. Okay. So it makes sense that this project, we're going to start it this year, and then we're going to develop and complete it the following year in 2018. So this project is all about, because as I mentioned at the beginning, I've been a part of as a radio broadcaster on RedShift Radio for the last 7 years. And follow that, I have developed also my own master calls and online women circles and these life holistic calls is because I just love raising awareness about things that actually can increase our potential in life, our growth and energy, healing, and really, if there's any way we can get it better, why not? We are here to enjoy life, to maximize life. So everybody who has come on board on these calls and on the radio shows, they're really passionate about doing that. We're really passionate about helping others and making a difference in each other's lives. So I'd like to thank you for that, because it's actually being visible is not an easy thing for some people. So it's not easy to step up and share and show your light. So thank you for being here. Thank you for participating. And those of you who will be watching it back, because some of you, you have been part of my shows, or you have been part of the events I have organized over the last 7 years. And now I felt it's a great opportunity to solidify, to bring all these people together into one wonderful project that I called it the Book of Soulful Musings. So this book is going to be a selection of people that have contributed on the shows, both radio and video shows, and they will be coming together with the transcripts. So we have a selection of shows that will be transcribed, and Susan is actually helping me, supporting me with this part, which is a big part. Now I'm delighted that I've got you on my side, Susan. And so this transcript, then will be passed back to you. You will read them through. You will feel into them. And then you say, well, actually, I would like to keep all of it. I would like to tweak a little bit. I would like to add something that will, make sense, because this is where you are now at this point in your life. Because what we will include in the book, it will be basically it will affect many people's lives. So it will not be just for 2018, right? So it will be something that, we will have an impact on people's health, healing, personal development, on various ways. So we need to think how these contributions from each and every one of them will have an impact in the long run, not only now. Okay. So that's one area that I like to think, big, sort of thinking in the future. Yes, we are doing something now, but how that will affect others in the long run. Okay. And I'm thinking this is going to be like a guidebook. It's not just a book that you read once and then you say, oh, I read this book, I really enjoyed it, and put it in your bookshelf. I would like this book to be more like something you would say, oh, I'd like to know more about this area. It could be nutrition, or I'd like to know more about mental health issues, about how to overcome depression, for example. Or I'd like to say, oh, I'm a mother and I've got an issue with my child. How could it help them, develop more emotional awareness? There will be lots of information, but really nicely structured under 10 chapters. So there will be chapters. Within this chapter, there will be sub-chapters. And then within that, it will be physical, emotional, spiritual, and psychological areas that we'll be covering. Okay? Yes? So I have put together the synopsis of the book, which is, just to give us a good idea of what the book's vision is, what we would like to achieve through the book. But this is the start of a big project. Okay. So this is something that, it will be a number of you involved in this, people from the UK and people from other countries as well. Because I like to give that platform, that opportunity for people to share their light and then bring that awareness and bring their own story out there. Okay. And how that experience and story from each one of you could actually have this aha moment in somebody else's life. Yeah. And this aha moment could actually, for them, will be a stepping stone for something bigger, something greater, something more, something deeper that will touch themselves in a way that they couldn't possibly felt it before. So this is part of my intention for the book. Okay. Mm-hmm. So every single one of you who is coming on board, you bring on your own energy. You bring your own experience, your own wisdom, your own golden light. because every single one of you got beautiful golden light that I would like to bring over in the Book of Soulful Musings. Why Soulful Musings? Can you tell why we call this Soulful Musings? Any idea?
Well, I get the soul part, but why the music?
Okay, right. So the soul part is from what? Okay, Constance, since you got the soul part.
Yeah, because, you know, what I know from connecting with you is that we connect on a soul level, and we connect so much deeper than, you know, the just normal things. So I totally understand that that's your heart's longing. Yes. To, you know, to bring that to the world, how you connect on a soul level. So that's totally clear to me.
Yes, yes. Well, I love how you interpret it, because you see every single one, you see it in a different way. So it's great. Beautiful. So soulful musings. So it is musings. It's not music. It's musings.
Oh, musings. Oh,
yes. Yes. But music is good too. Yes. So what's your interpretation behind musings?
Thoughts, reflections, those sorts of things. Guiding others. Yes.
Well, you see, my branding name is the Golden Muse. Okay. So muse and musings is like inspiration, insights, uplifting messages, stories, meaningful stories. So because the muses in the ancient Greece, they were there to inspire people. They were there to educate people, to raise their, for their spirits to be high, to enjoy life. So soulful musings, there you are.
Very good.
There you are. So yeah, and also soul is part of my name. My name ChriSOULa has got soul in it. So again, that's another part. But I like the way you interpreted, Constance. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yes. So yeah, it's open for interpretation, really, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's good too, because everyone will have his own interpretation.
Yeah. So I will stop talking. I will come back and share a few more things, or I will answer if you have a question in a short while. But I will come to you now and see. Just share a little bit about yourselves, how 2017 was for you, has been for you, because still we are in 2017, and then also I would like to invite you to say just a little bit, not too much, how you see yourself contributing in the book. Okay, what your big or little contribution would be in the book. Okay, so who would like to start? Should I start with you, Sue?
Me?
Yes.
Me? Okay. I will start. Right. Well, yeah, 2017 has been I would say, a very interesting year. It's been a time of a lot of learning, a lot of personal growth, a time for reevaluating, reviewing where I am, where I'm going in terms of the next year. So it's interesting you saying it's like the year one, because it definitely seems like a year of as I said, sort of evaluating, looking at what I'm doing, where I'm going, and how that might develop in next year and the future. But equally, it's been a time at the moment of being actually open to what might actually come, what be invited, attracted, all of those things into my life and what I'm doing in 2018. So in some ways it's like I don't really know what's going to happen in 2018, but I'm really excited about what might happen or what could happen, and looking forward to seeing how that might pan out and what it might actually be.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Great. Well, you've still got a few days before the end of 2017 to, if you wish, to be more specific what you like to see the 2018 sort of evolving into. It's very important to be specific with what we like to set as our intentions, because in a year one, it's great to evaluate, to reflect, to be clear. So clarity is really important, but also to say, okay, this is where I would like to see myself evolving, or my business or projects or whatever. Not only year two, next year, but in the next few years. So you still got time, Sue.
Thank you.
So anyway, it's great to receive this clarity. It's really important to have this clarity for every single one of us. And then it's like the vision, really see ahead and say, okay, where do I want to be next? What the people I want to work with, the collaborations, the partnerships, the possibility to spread more of my light. So yes. So would you like to share a little bit about what your contribution in the book would be?
Yeah, well, I think my contribution in the book really is around health, but it's also because that's what I do. I work with people to really transform their health, particularly people who are struggling with autoimmune diseases and other diseases like, Hashimoto's, rheumatoid arthritis, chronic fatigue, where people are told by most of their doctors that they can't recover and they just have to get on with it. Mm-hmm. And that isn't the truth, because I've recovered from Hashimoto's, and so I really want to help more people to really open their minds up to the opportunity of actually that you can heal. Mm-hmm. And taking the responsibility for your own health, because when you do that, the possibilities really open up to be able to make big changes, not only around health, but health reflects everything to do with your life. It's the emotional stuff, it's how you feel, and whether you're really living your life as the way you want to. Because I think so many of us live our lives on other people's terms. Mm-hmm. Yes. And I like to say, don't put the keys to your happiness in somebody else's pocket.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Yes.
So for me, really, my contribution, I feel really is what I want to do is to encourage and to inspire people to not accept where they are, but to aspire to actually bringing the things into their life, because you can make those changes. It's tough, and I'm not saying it's easy, but when you actually are determined and you put your mind to it, that you not willing to accept where you are, and that there are bigger things that you need to be doing. Mm-hmm. We all have this feeling inside of us where we know deep down inside that actually we want to be doing more with our lives than we are currently. And really, acknowledging that, but taking the steps. And I think it's always about just taking the first step, getting on that road to really, wanting to honor yourself, honor your body, taking care of yourself, putting yourself first, so that you do start to get on that journey of really making those changes to your life. And, looking to really achieve all the potential that you can achieve.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I guess you and I believe Susan and Constance, we are coming from the perspective that is all about nourishing self-love, really prioritizing our needs and honoring our needs, because it's so good to see all of us to give and offer and care and think about others. And then I have seen also some of my clients with their energy completely, utterly depleted, because they are always on the giving and not on actually allowing to receive. They don't feel that they actually, they deserve to receive. So for me, one of the messages from 2017 is how can we allow more receiving in our lives, more of love, more of joy, more of acceptance, more of appreciation, recognition, if you like, and compliments. Accept compliments. Sometimes you say, "Oh, that looks really lovely on you," and then you say, "Oh, it only costs £5." Well, who cares how much it costs? I don't care how much. I just know that it looks lovely on you, and take that compliment. So I only gave just an example because I don't know whether it has happened to you. It has happened to me many times. I said, "No, that jumper looks lovely. Oh, it's only from that so-and-so place." I said, "Well, I didn't ask you where you bought it from." So that just stop for a moment and appreciate the actual compliment and take it on board rather than try to, sort of downgrade it. Can you see what I mean? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah. So self-love is a big thing. We are all in the process of learning to love ourselves more. It's not always an easy path, is it?
No.
Yeah. So some of us can actually have thought into it, have felt into it a bit more. Some others we are on the sort of taking the first step, but it's all good. It's all good. Whatever step you may be, whatever stage. At least you've got people. That's what the book also will help. You've got people to get some inspiration to say, okay, like Sue said, I am, you may have an issue with an autoimmune disease, or you're not sure how to go about Hashimoto's disease, for example, or other issues about that. So you may have somebody then like Sue who's got the experience, who's reading a book as well, and then you say, "Oh, I'd like to know more about that. I'd like to work with Sue. I'd like to find out more about it and receive some guidance." So that's how it would work for all of us, all of you who's going to be part of in the book. Okay. Thank you so much, Sue. Thank you. So if there's of course, if there's anything else you'd like to add later on, please do. You're very welcome. Okay. I look forward to seeing you on Thursday. Okay. So I'm going to come to you, Susan. Let me just yeah. So I'm actually delighted because when I first met you, Susan, you were involved with a festival, a holistic and holistic health and well-being, health and happiness, something like that festival. And then you've been involved with lots of practitioners and therapists and coaches and authors. You've been involved in writing for many years, editing, and now you have taken up a huge step. And now you own your own magazine. You are the founder of a magazine. Not only a magazine for adults, it's a magazine for children. Yay! So that's wonderful, really wonderful. That really speaks to my heart, it really does. So tell us a bit more about it.
Okay, so the magazine is called Positive Kids Magazine, and what that's focusing on is really the emotional well-being of children, and then there's some aspects of physical health and safety as well. But I really feel that it's a complex world that we live in today, and that presents our young people with lots of positive opportunities, but potentially some negative choices and a lot of difficulties too. Unfortunately, we have seen the statistics of children that are experiencing mental health problems or some sorts of disorders and depression. Those have been growing in recent years. And as you say, from my knowledge and my work with lots of types of practitioners over the years, from my own experience as a mum, I guess, as well.
Of course.
As I say, it's been an evolving idea, certainly, and I'm very grateful to have received it now and taken it by the horns. But yes, the idea is that it is, it's a magazine. We've also got a discussion forum, and it will be events as well. But those are to help raise awareness and give people ideas of ways of discussing issues with their children, activities that they can try which will help with emotional well-being as well. We've got expert advice, but we've also got lots of personal stories as well. We've got some great bits where we've got articles from children themselves talking about what it's like to be, you know, a child in the 21st century, you know, how they see things. But I think that's really important to get as well. There's also an element of celebrating the positive things that actually our kids are doing, because, you know, the news maybe tends to focus on the more negative sides quite often, you know, where there's been problems. Yes. So it's really good to promote the positive things, and again to sort of role model that to help inspire other children as well. And then the final section is as you've just been talking about, ChriSOULa, really about that self-love element, and it's called Just For You, because I really believe that us as adults, whether we're parents, carers, whether we work in the health sector or education, or maybe we run a youth club or some community service or a charity for children, if we don't actually look after ourselves, then what actual model are we presenting to our children about, you know, what they might think about in terms of the way that they live our lives? So there's some element of role modeling there, but also this aspect that if we don't look after ourselves, then we won't have the sort of energy really to be able to support young people around us. So I'm kind of gushing with it all at the moment, I guess, because it has evolved through the year, and it's really interesting that you say 2017 is a year of new beginnings, because that has been, you know, what has come to me during 2017. But I think definitely based on the build-up of the experience that I've had from the previous years, from the people that I've met, from, as you say, the writing work that I do as well. And it's kind of, you know, as you say, I did the Health, Wealth and Happiness show as well, so I've got some experience with events. So it's all kind of come together.
Yes.
Into this, you know, new concept, new idea. Very excited about it. Want the world to know, and I want the world to join in. You know, I am in no way the expert, that is for sure. You know, as I say, I'm a mom of 2 children, is my, you know, my part in this, but I am a facilitator, I am a collaborator, a connector, as well as a writer. I love to promote, you know, interesting things and positive things. So that's my role, and I'm calling everybody in to help me with that.
I love the spirit. Yes, absolutely. And that's a good reason why we are here now together. Yes, thank you so much, Susan. Thank you. I'm looking forward to, you know, to carry on our collaboration, you know, and see how we can help each other through various parts of our projects, because it could be through what you're offering through your magazine, what I offer through the radio show or through the video shows, or what Sue is doing through her own business, and Constance, what she'll be offering with, you know, also the coaching business and heart intelligence and color therapy. So yes, so it's really exciting. It's really exciting to also trust that things will be okay. You know, that's another big thing, because we end 2017 in a few days, and it's all about trusting. For me, trust is a big thing in every new beginning and every project, anything, you know, relationships, collaborations, you name it. You know, trust is really important. So yes, we're going to drink to that.
Only a cup of tea for now.
yes, cup of tea. Yes, okay. I'm sure there will be other opportunities where we can sit down and have a bit of alcohol too.
Okay.
Oh, fabulous, brilliant. So now what I like to do is also just say a little bit more about the book, which is the book. I would like to bring the Greekness in it, my sort of heritage. And I'm going to bring some beautiful photos from my trips in Greece and retreats I have hosted in Greece, and I tend to carry on hosting. And so it will be a way also to inspire you to explore, because you are life, or if I want to call you, soul explorers. Okay, so and Greece is a beautiful country if you like to explore a bit more and find out about its beautiful culture. Beautiful temples, sanctuaries. And how can you have your own little space, your own sacred space? And that's another intention I would like to set. If you haven't had it, if you haven't got it in your life yet, how you can create that inner sanctuary for you, where you can actually bring more stillness in your life, bring more stillness in you. And this is really important, because as Susan, you said, so many things are happening outside, and we get confused and we don't know, what's happening. And then somebody's actions, you can feel it like, coming on you, and somebody's behavior, and then you say, well, is it me? Or, start questioning yourself. And then it can happen to all of us at any point, at any stage. But when you have that little, sacred space where you find that inner peace, for me, that's really, really important to come back into your stillness and connect with your inner guide. That inner guide that you can trust. You can trust that voice inside you. You can trust that intuition, the gut instinct, whatever you want to call it, connection with your higher self, trusting the universe that things will be okay, and you know who you are. You know who you are, and that's for me. It's another thing, if you haven't got it that yet, try to figure out, ask for support, ask for some guidance to get that more into your life and connect more with your inner guide. It will be absolutely amazing. It will be one of the greatest gifts you're going to give to yourself and to the people in your life too, because once you're happy and content, the people in your life are happy and content too. Okay. So, right. So let me come to you, Constance. Okay. Here we are. Okay. So, my dear Constance, how has 2017 been for you?
Well, 2017 for me was a big shift year, because I ended my working my career in business last year in 2016, and I decided, okay, that's it. This is it. I'm going to stop with this because it's no longer good for me and it doesn't work. I don't feel happy anymore, and I want to do something else. And I had already been in the Heart IQ coaching trainings for many years, and I thought, okay, I'm going to shift to coaching, and I still really think that is a very good idea. I think it was already in me when I was young, because I decided to choose between, am I going to do the financial side, or I'm going to be a psychologist? And I chose for the financial side, which can be very handy now, because when you need to run a business, I think I will still be happy that I did something in that area. But something, needed to be expressed, and the more I get into it, the more I'm totally, I know that this is my way to go. So I'm so happy that ChriSOULa also helped me in this shift year, to give new insights and to say, hey, come on, you can do this color mirror training. It's good for you. You love it. And I thought, yeah, why not? I'm going to do that. And the more I do it, the more I like it, and the more I feel at home with it. So yeah, it's the big shift from being in the business, controlling everything, going to, okay, I'm going to use my intuition, I'm going to do it totally different. And it feels like a huge shift also in me. Mm-hmm. So it took this year, even maybe part of next year, to get to a place where I can trust that, okay, I can do this. But the more I do it, the more I find ways to think, wow, you see, I can do this. This is okay. I'm on the right path. This is good. So that's where I leave 2017. I'm absolutely on the right path, and I'm going to expand it in 2018. And I have lovely ideas about workshops and other things, and with ChriSOULa bringing some more color mirrors to the Netherlands. It all feels so exciting.
Yes, bring it on. Bring it on, onwards and upwards. Yay! Yes. Yes. The thing is very good when it was really good when you see the things are actually falling into place for you.
Absolutely.
And then you are aware of the signs. You become more and more aware of the signs that things are following. And then when sometimes things are not falling into the right place, it can happen too, right? So what do? Then you actually retreat and you come back into your sacred space, whatever that space may be. It could be in your house, or it could be outside in the garden, or anywhere by water, or it could be through meditation. I don't know. It's so many different ways. Okay, so in my case, I use color. Color energy helps me a lot to bring me back into my truth, if you like, and this is something that I have used for the last few years, and it has worked for me deeply. And I have, and then some of my clients have seen huge results as well. And I use it also, color therapy, for children. So that's something that, it really speaks to my heart, because I say, why waiting until we get into our 30s, 40s, 50s, or 60s? Let's do it in the beginning when we are young, and then we try, to understand ourselves even more, right? Sorry, Susan, would you like to say something? Would you like to say something? No, you're okay. Okay.
Okay.
So yes, it's really important for this journey of inner awareness and inner self-understanding and self-healing. So it starts at much younger stage in our lives, and that's why I'm really passionate about what you're offering, Susan, through your magazine. So this year for me has been really not maybe a bit of revolution, because I brought that out, because in the Color Mirrors system we talk about color therapy for children, but we haven't hosted any workshops out there, nothing. So I said, okay, I'm going to bring it out there, and then I have connected with mothers who are also therapists, and then they can see the how energy works. And then there are other women out there that equally are curious to see how color therapy can work on a mental, emotional level, and how color can actually affect us also on a physical level too. So there's a lot of scope in this, to bring more of that in the world, in our communities. And my intention is to bring color therapy in schools. That's what I would love to do. That's my big vision. But anyway, it's good to be surrounded by people that can actually feel you and connect with you, and then believe in you. And then that's the support system is really, really important, really important. So I'm grateful for that, truly grateful. So I know that Emma is trying to connect with us. And Emma, can you hear us? Yes. Hello, my sweetheart. Okay.
So, hello, can you hear me?
Hello, yes.
Hello, I'm so sorry.
So what you can do is actually show us your beautiful face by clicking on the video icon there at the bottom on the left hand side.
Okay, going to try that.
Ta-da!
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
So we have already talked about a little bit about the book of Soulful Musings, and you are going to be one of the contributors.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. So and then each and every one of us, we share how 2017 has helped us, how have we evolved, what sort of stage you are now, what you're hoping to achieve in the future, in the new year. So what your contribution would be in the book, a little bit about that, not too much, because we'd like to keep it, no suspense, but, we're not giving everything out yet. But before I come to you, Constance was sharing, so I would like to go back to Constance for a moment, I wanted to say welcome, Emma, first of all, and then I will come back to you in a moment. Okay. So, Constance, so my dear, yes, 2017 has been absolutely amazing for you, creating these absolutely gorgeous foundations.
Absolutely.
Through the coaching and through color energy, color psychology, and there's more to be evolved, more to be expanding in in the new year 2018. I'm looking forward to it. Really looking
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, can you see how do you see yourself contributing in the book?
Well, I think since we connect with the Heart IQ concept and that way of coaching, I would really love to explain some more about that and what really attracted me to Heart IQ coaching, because I think it's a rather unique concept. I haven't seen it before. And I think it will be lovely to share some more about it, and why was I attracted to it, and what did it bring me. And I don't think I would be as far as I am now without the Heart IQ coaching and everything I did there. So it really contributed to my personal development in a big way.
Yeah, likewise. Yes, absolutely. Heart IQ was a heart-opening experience. Absolutely, it's a few things that probably that have already been part of my life, but within the Heart IQ system and the philosophy of Heart IQ, they become more crystal clear for me. So it's like opening different pathways, but with more sort of confidence and clarity in myself. So that was really something. I remember the Heart IQ retreat experience a few years ago. It was like wow, one of these wow experiences. This is where I met you, Constance, wasn't it? Yes. So yes, we need. I would definitely want to bring more people contributing about heart intelligence, because some people call it emotional intelligence, but the Heart IQ system has got a particular sort of methodology about it as well. So we work in a heart circle, and then within the heart circle, we are actually supporting one another to bring more of out of our own truth. So it is actually working like the color mirrors in a way, because we are mirroring each other. So our gifts and weaknesses and any actually we are supporting one another, and then bring that out more. So it's one thing to see it in practice. It's very experiential, like color therapy is experiential. So it's one thing to be seeing in practice, and one thing just talking about it. So I would definitely welcome you to join either Constance's heart circle in where she lives, or one of my heart circles where I live in Cheshire, so you can actually see what I'm talking about. Yes. Okay. Fab. Thank you so much, Constance. Thank you. Danke. Okay. So yes, Emma, you see, I brought the Christmas spirit, and I thought, why not? We have the beautiful Christmas tree in part of our conversation tonight. Okay.
Yes. So. No, listen. Thank you, and I apologise for the late call. So, and yes, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone on this call. I hope you all have a wonderful time. Without giving too much away, I am an acupuncturist, and I treat a lot of patients with acupuncture. And I think the importance of this book for me is not only to help and support the vision that you actually have, ChriSOULa, but to also accept that we've talked about hearts throughout the year. We've talked about connections with people, and certainly in acupuncture terms, it's all about frequency, whether you get on with that person or you don't get on with that person, and what those opportunities actually bring to the table. So part of my little bit in your book is really to kind of get people to understand the connection of the frequency of their chi, of their energy, of what brings them life, what brings them love, what brings them heartache, and how certainly acupuncture can help with that. So
yes, Yes. Yes, because every single one of us here on the call, and all of you who will be watching back, you may have already felt in alignment with this concept, this idea of energy, like that I am energy and you're energy. And within our system, the energy flows or the energy doesn't flow sometimes. Yeah. So you may already have accepted that as a way of seeing yourself and seeing other people and seeing life. But maybe some others you still feel a bit like, what's going on? What's all of that about? That sounds a little bit too woo for me. So it may be, because this book will be open to all of you. So it is a part of educating others and inspiring others to explore more and delve into different areas, like what Emma said. How we can connect more with our frequency. Exactly that. And Feng Shui is a big one of my favorite subjects as well. I haven't studied the way you have studied, Emma, but yes. I have been involved in it for the last 10 years in various ways. So, so I would love to bring that, element in the book as well. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. So 2017, was there any highlight for you, Emma?
I think more importantly, the highlight for this year has been some of the connections, including yourself, that I have been involved with over the last 12 months. I am a great believer that the universe has some kind of connection with all of us, and we meet people along that way that actually make our pathways become either different, more enchanting, more unbelievable, and I think the connection certainly this year, not just with people like yourself, ChriSOULa, but patients as well. I do believe that patients actually come to me for an absolute reason, and they connect with me. And I suppose that's the energy. It's the frequency again. But is building. I've been able to build those relationships over the last 12 months that I never really thought that. We kind of mosey along life sometimes and think, oh yeah, okay, and then all of a sudden someone comes along and then just sends you off in a different direction that you don't think you're going to go on, but it's exciting. It's dare I say it, bum twitching, because you go, oh, what am I going to do with this? I just wanted to share that at the beginning of this year, ChriSOULa knows some of this, that I took voluntary redundancy from the hospice that I'd worked at for 6 years, and the reason for that was I knew that the hospice was in dire straits, and I wanted to be part of that solution rather than the problem. I continued to volunteer. However, the same day that I decided to take voluntary redundancy, an opportunity came my way to open up another acupuncture clinic, literally within an hour. So it's true what they say: as one door closes, another one opens.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you. Well, that's a clear example of your story. How you actually you're saying to the universe, I am ready to step up, and then the opportunity is coming to you. You manifest that in your life, Emma, beautifully. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. So yes. What happens? I'm going to, those of you who said, "Oh well, actually, I like the idea of being one of the contributors in the Book of Soulful Musings." What happens if your interview, you haven't had the chance yet to have an interview taken, either on the radio or on my video shows, the Golden Muse Show. So what happened with that? Then just get connected. Just tell me. I would love to come on board, ChriSOULa. What can I do? So if you know somebody, you know them really well, and you know that it will be good for them to spread their light out there, shine more, to help other people, then bring them in touch with me, because I have got a number of people that will be part of the book, and I'm delighted that already a number of you have already said yes, and they would love to be part and then contribute. But at the same time, I'm open to say yes to other people. I like to involve other people in the whole project. So I'm not going, if it's an area that we haven't touched yet, I haven't interviewed somebody about a particular area that can help on the physical, emotional, or psychological, or in any possible way, I wouldn't like to duplicate too much either. I would like to have, let's say, if we have somebody talking about Hashimoto's disease, well, they are experts in that field, and I like to bring them on board. Somebody's talking about acupuncture, then fantastic. They are experts in that field, and I like to bring them on board. So basically, I would like to have somebody, who say, this is my expertise, and that's what I like to bring. And I have got years of experience, or I have done a number of things to showcase, how I can help in that area. Okay, so yes, I am more than well. I will welcome other people to come aboard if I haven't interviewed you yet. So if you do know of other people, then please bring them in my direction. Either I would prefer it through an email, to be honest with you, because that's a good way for people to start exchanging information. Or if it's easier for you, it could be through a personal message on Facebook, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, whatever works. It is easy. Be in the flow of things, as we say. Okay, fabulous. So on Thursday I will be sharing a few more things about the book, and I'm not going to share everything tonight, just because I don't want to overwhelm you with too much information. Next week I will be hosting the online women's circle. So those people that couldn't make it tonight, they may welcome to the. If you came tonight, you're you are very welcome to join next week as well. Okay. So I will have one call on Monday evening, and one call will be meditation. Most of it will be meditation, because I like to honor the winter solstice. Okay, on the 21st of December. So there will be a beautiful meditations in color on the 21st of just beautiful sort of closure for you as well. If you like a bit of cleansing, a bit of clarity, a bit of bringing more into your stillness, a bit more peace into your love in your life. So that will be part of the call on the 21st of December. Okay. So have you got anything to add or anything to ask? I'm going to unmute you because I just want to make sure that there you are. So is there anything you'd like to add at this stage, or something that it will be worth mentioning? No?
I think so.
No? You're all complete for the moment?
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Well, what I'm going to do, like I have done in the past couple of years with these holistic calls, I upload them on YouTube. Your names are part of the description, so people know who you are, and I will say a few things about what the actual call was about, and you'll be able to share it on your walls on Facebook or whatever way. You can retweet if you like, or you can invite. You can say, well, this is what the book is. If you know somebody who would like to contribute to the book, that will be a good way to connect with the whole idea, with the whole vision as well. Okay. So yeah, there you are. That's it. Fabulous. So thank you so much for being part of the Life Holistic Calls 2017. We are going to get together in the new year. We always get together. We always connect on the second Monday of the month. Okay. And as I said at the beginning of the call, my plan is to create opportunities for us to connect in person a bit more often. So online is, I love that. It's perfect because we can have people from different parts of UK and also other parts of the world. But I would like to have more in-person, sort of connecting more and more with people, particularly when we're dealing with a big project. like being a book out there. It would be good to see each other a bit more often, wouldn't it? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Good.
Definitely.
Yes.
Okay. So fabulous. So I'm going to say, what time is it? Let me just see. Yes, it's perfect timing. Time to say good night, or good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you are, and then I'll see you very soon. Some of you I'll see you on Thursday, and some others hopefully next week, or of course in the new year. So have a wonderful Christmas, and give all my love to you and my gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ChriSOULa, for a lovely.
Bye.
Very great. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now. Bye.
Bye.